A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with their opponents. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 41, Ryan, he completes it to Julio Jones. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
He had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking downfield for Jones. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds. But first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So here the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. "22, 20, 20. Got it, go.
Again, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz, and he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we've got to turn it all loose.
This will be taken very short.
Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first down. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 42-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Check. Lucky.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
59, ready. 280.
Check. Watch 54. Watch
21. 22 jet bomber.
Patchy.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like. Move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here we go. 180. Check.
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
120.
Watch time. Tight end rock.
Working from the gun, Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 280! This 5-7. Twist. Ram.
Check. Hot. Under 10.
Shift.
Watch the edge. Kill.
What's this on?
On third down, they go Lynch. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
On fourth down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
At the 20-yard line.
Strong right.
Base.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Hey, great plan.
Check back 21. Here we go.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Hey, check back.
Hey, check.
Check back 21. And here we go.
Got it.
Watch the pass.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Let's go.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
At the Eagles' 29-yard line.
Three receivers head out right, one to the left on 2nd and 3.
51. You got nothing. Ready, set.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Check, check. Check, check. Everybody set.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much, maybe a yard, and that's all. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Falcons' 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Push him back. Push him back.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Not a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And Gurley on first down, no chance that time. He's swallowed up for a loss of about 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80.
Switch up, switch up.
51, sub.
Kill.
Here's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, his second sack of the night. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Play action. It's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. They'll get the first rounder, Caleb McGarry, there. So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
I'm coming. 25, check 25, check 25.
They go play action with Ryan. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on third down, Wentz escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
For every defense called, the offense believes they have route combinations to beat that. And against a cover 2 with corners rolled up, safeties over the top, the corner route is one of the most popular ones because it's designed to go in between the corner and the safety and hit in what they call the dead zone. But a really nice job there retreating from the rolled up position to bat the ball away.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And we're under a minute to go here. It's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 24, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, Tuesday.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taken right around the 44. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Eagles get over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Sunday.
To throw, it's Wentz. They dump it off to Lynch. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready? Shoot! Watch the shoot! Say. Check 31, check 31. Check 52.
Solid. Let's go.
On second down, Lynch. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
74.
Wentz going to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Down. It's ready. Blue 80. Check. Gun. Blue 80, down.
Throwing now. Ryan on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, it hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Lions throw caught by Jones, and he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Hey, son! He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Get up.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, express.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan, that's going to be caught by Richardson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gun.
Now Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz, and this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Marshawn Lynch, and it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Let's go! First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Tuesday. You draw quarter. Give me some.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now Wentz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run to Marshawn Lynch. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come. Sunday.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay. Stay right where it is.
21, Eagles 7.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. To throw is Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They go with Gurley on first down, but he goes nowhere. They bottled him up for a loss of a couple. A loss of 2 there. Second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now Gurley. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He'll hit Jackson complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Here we go. Ready? Drop deep. Flag.
Now a play fake. Wentz steps away. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Hey, Delta.
Throwing now is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check right, check right. Listen.
And they're going to run the end around with Jackson. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Let's go.
Finish him. Finish him. Go. Go.
Check 26. Check 26.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. One final try now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Falcons, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.